definitely without the balance, what happens for me is I notice I'm putting in more work and hours, and I'm comparing my inventory. I like to track the dollar value I have, and I'll see I added, I added 25% more inventory, yet my sales are pretty much identical to what they were, 2 months ago. I've been going hard. Like there's a problem there with pricing. So I think you got to maintain a conversion rate um, that's enough to keep things moving. And if you're falling below that, then you're just it's not a good financial return, unless you're just in this to use it as some kind of a investment, very long term, and you're not really worried about the money or the growth. Um, I don't know, you know.
Yeah. No, that sounds about right. Because for me, I'm not too big on my conversion. I'm really big or particular on my business when it comes to how long I've had the goods, how long I've had the goods in my house, like how many days it's been. And so as soon as I get to that 180 days, for me, now I feel like, okay, if the market is still tanked or it's still low or the low ballers are still there, whatever you want to call them, at this point, I feel like let me just try to move it so I can get my capital back, make a little bit on my investment, and then invest in something else. So for me, I'm really looking at that 180 days.
180 days. Okay, so you have a
Yeah.
time that you want to hit.
Yeah.
And then you can also, with what you learn from that shoe, you can apply that to your next choice. And maybe you see something where, oh, this has a lot of listings, but that last one I had this many listings and it took this long. So maybe I'll pass on this one. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
make a better decision going forward with it.
Yeah, and I think also, as we learn as resellers, as we grow together, I think it's key, just to really pay attention to the times. And if you're holding on, is that product going up in value or is it just kind of stagnant? And for hype sneakers, definitely the longer you hold on, the better situation you're in. But like for the stuff that you find in a retail store, sometimes the faster it moves, the better you're off.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those shoes have a new model coming out every single year, so the old one just gets it's just going to go down in value. So
Exactly.